Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday Summary. I'm your host, Kyle. With me is Steve. Apologies again, second week with technical difficulties. I don't know what the hell's going on with StreamYard, but hey, we're here. Steve's here. What's going on, everyone? Good morning. How you doing, Steve?
Um, I'm frustrated.
Is it because of StreamYard?
I mean, yeah, I gave them
Oh
a
my god.
pass at the end of last week's show. I gave them a pass. So at this point, I have no choice but to lead us down an evaluation of some different vendors.
We might have to at this point.
I'm just gonna have to call them and if anyone else is a streamer in here and you've used StreamYard, let me know why every time I turn StreamYard on, my computer acts like it's never been a computer before. I can't do anything. I can't load Bluetooth connections. I can't refresh a page. Everything crashes as soon as I go to the StreamYard website. Meanwhile, I work on this computer 12 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week. Zoom, email, I got 1,000 windows open at all times. No problems.
Hey, dude, StreamYard just
StreamYard,
hates us.
yeah, I don't know. Is there like an update I can apply?
I didn't update anything. All I know is StreamYard. It's probably because StreamYard doesn't want us to win the quadruple. That's probably what it is.
Well,
But
it's similar to the naysayers that had me up in the mountains for a couple
that's
weeks.
right. You had to run up in the mountains. Steve was hiding out in saunas up there, guys. But
It's just, you can't make this stuff up.
no, no. But either way, I do appreciate everyone's patience. So thank you very much. Good morning to Liz Inglese. Christian King is in here. Who else we got in here? Who else we got in here? My mother's in here. Mama Mac, what's up? Ian Richard. Awesome Gamer, what's going on, everyone? All right. So, look, Sunday summary time. Let's get into this. Midweek, Liverpool 2-0 win against Villareal at Anfield. Was it expected, Steve? Excuse me.
Sorry, Villareal match.
Yeah.
They didn't even look like they belonged on the same pitch.
Which was surprising to me.
I think it was a little surprising if you go into the tie only considering the Bayern and Juve ties in those matchups.
Mm-hmm.
You have to still remember who it is in general. It's Villareal, right? Like, we're not talking about Real Madrid here.
Very organized team still, though.
For sure. And I think Emery's great in cups, more specifically the Europa League.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the lineup, Kyle, like if you just put the two starting 11s next to each other.
Oh, of course.
That's when you can really say to yourself, okay, I get it.
Absolutely.
I will say, in their defense, 2-0 is not a bad loss to this Liverpool side.
No.
So they're still in it. I expected it to be a little bit worse, if I'm being honest. I expected us to score more, but I did expect them to look more dangerous. That's what I was surprised with. I expected a comfortable win, but I expected more danger from them.
It was definitely a comfortable win. You could see it in the play. I mean, flat out, we dominated the whole game. That's just what it comes down to. We dominated the entire match. The gap in quality is there. I mean, and to be frank, I give them a lot of respect because, like you said, the Juve and then the Bayern ties, they had a lot more difficult run-ups or run-ins with harder teams than we did. We got a relatively easier road to Champions League semis, but that's a good result for us. 2-0. Now we got to get the job done in the away leg.
I don't think the matchups play into anything. Like who?
No. I was just bringing it up in the sense that, I give them a lot of respect for what they've done already. But you're coming up against Liverpool. I feel like we're better. We're better than both Juve and Bayern at the moment.
I mean, let's face it. Juve is not the team they once were. Ronaldo's gone.
No.
They're not that same team from 15, 16, 17, 18. And since Ronaldo left, they're not the same team. The Bayern win, that's really impressive to me. But again, at the end of the day, like Lewandowski, if he's not getting you a hat trick, you're vulnerable. Like I feel like they rely so heavily on him. Don't get me wrong, they have world-class players elsewhere, but they rely so heavily on him. It's like take Harry Kane.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you have AirPods?
they're not working.
They're
with the
not
phone.
working?
No.
Okay. Because on my end, it just sounds like it's really, really staticky. Guys, can you tell us if the audio is staticky on your end? If it's not, we'll just keep going. But anyways, keep talking, Steve.
Yeah, I think they rely so heavily on Lewandowski that they're very beatable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. And every team has their I don't know, I guess their tenure, but that's why this season is so impressive to me, dude. We're still in the running for the quadruple, but that kind of brings me to what Klopp did yesterday with the rotation aspect. Okay. First off, shout out to Klopp for signing the new deal. So there is static, Liz. Okay, gotcha. Well, either way.
I'm trying to join from the computer right now.
Okay.
So just continue.
So, or was oh yeah, Klopp's new contract, dude. I called you about it when it happened. It was unexpected for me. I think it's just absolutely huge that he extended the contract another 2 years because we were worried what was going to happen after it. Is it Gerrard? Is it Linders? What's going to happen? That's a big deal going into the rest of the season.
Doesn't get much bigger than that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What were your initial thoughts when you heard it?
Not surprised.
You were not surprised. See, I was so surprised.
What's that?
I was so surprised.
No, I wasn't surprised that it happened. I was surprised that it happened it felt like it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can remove you and then add you back, and that'll fix the audio. All right. Talk again?
Testing.
Nah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Right, you continue. I'll be back.
Okay. So Klopp's new contract, guys. Let me know in the chat because of course I made the video midweek, but look, 2024 was the year, right? That he already extended it once. My concern with it was that, and it's not even a concern anymore because the man extended to 2026. That's a huge deal, but he had only stated other projects for about 7 years. If you look at Mainz, then you look at Dortmund. Excuse me. The man had a what's the word I'm looking for? Let's just say timeline. The man had a timeline for what he was doing at each project. So I was worried that is he going to fall off? He has the personnel now, though. And I think he legitimately, when he says, I love the club, this club is perfect for me, we were made for each other, I legitimately think that he means that. And that's why he extended to 2026. I think it's a huge deal. And I brought this up in when I was on Anfield Agenda yesterday as well. You look at the contract extensions we had this past summer. All of them, for the most part, with the exception of Allison, are until 2026. And so Klopp's going to see out all of these guys' contracts if they don't extend again with Liverpool. Absolutely huge. Oyvind, David, what's going on? And additionally, it just makes the club magnetic to big name players. Jurgen Klopp could do anything. He could coach any sport. He's just amazing. I can't, because I've met the guy, and even just within 2 minutes of talking to him, not even, it was like 30 seconds. I was just, maybe it was starstruck, I don't know, but he was just so charismatic. These players will do anything for this coach, and I think that's very important to have, especially when you've been the manager at a team for more than like 5 years. You need to have that magnetic presence about you to get the most out of the players. And I think that's a big part.
So, how are we doing now?
Oh my God, so much better.
We're throwing it back here with the headset.
Dude, I love it. Let's go.
We're going to have to figure this out. This is a problem.
Steve, I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. I hate to say it. It might be on your end, bro.
I just don't understand how I can use my computer for anything in the world. And as soon as StreamYard comes up, it's like I've been shot, Kyle. The people need us here.
What I'm saying, bro.
It's crazy. I restarted my computer. I know we're getting off on a tangent here. Side note, I restarted my computer. I went to Google. I went to PremierLeague.com. I went to my email. Soon as I opened StreamYard, nothing else is working. The whole computer is just done.
Dude, I think StreamYard's a virus. That makes it sound like a virus.
I think Jordan
a pop-up.
Pickford and Richarlison are viruses.
They're definitely viruses. They are
Viral.
viral. They're definitely viral. Yeah. Viri. I always do that. I always try to make something plural. Like it's viruses. That's the correct plural name. But you know how fungi is plural? I just say yeah. I'm going off on a tangent here.
Yeah, you like to sound smart. You like to try to be smart.
No, I was trying to be funny actually there, so I guess it didn't work.
No, it didn't. But my computer's just completely dead. I can't see the chat. I'm a mess.
Yeah.
I'm a complete mess.
Crazy. So we're while you were gone, trying to figure out your computer, we were just talking about Jurgen Klopp and the importance of the extension. The fact that this guy is just an absolute magnet of a manager. Everybody who comes to the club seems to just do better, and just fit in perfectly, dude. Case in point, Luis Diaz, man's flying.
Yeah,
he's. We needed a player like him. We really did, dude. He's flair. Like, who's the last flair player we had? You could say Mane has flair, but Diaz is flair, dude, and Thiago as well.
I can tell you exactly what Diaz is. Diaz is Bobby, Mane, and Salah in one. He's got that direct, I'm going to shove this right at you. Very, very direct, like killer instinct like Salah.
Mm-hmm.
He's got like the creativity and like the agility of Mane. And then he's got the flair that we see from Bobby when he's fit. The back heels, the no look. I mean, does that make sense? I was thinking about this the other day. It seems like that's what he is, all in one. Now, I like him a lot better playing on the left. I thought he looked a little bit out of sorts on the right.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more.
That being said, I mean, you're right. Like, these players just shine under Klopp. They all have. Even if they've had injuries and they've kind of went the other way. Like, you look at Ox. Like, Ox, he peaked here. He really did. He turned into quite a player here. I think everyone's really taking that next step. Look at Kabak. Phillips.
Wow. Dude, honestly, Kabak is a perfect... I think about this every time that I watch Norwich, dude. I just think to myself, this man's not even... I think he might be injured, but he's not even making the team, dude, when he's healthy. Like, I've seen him on the bench before. You know what I mean? But Ozan Kabak came in and was actually decent at Liverpool. We had been linked with this guy for a while, right? And we had an option to buy. Man was so much better at Liverpool, and it's just because I think when you play in a system with a coach that believes in you, is charismatic, you get the best out of players, man.
Yeah, I mean, not to mention he's surrounded by
trash,
better
like
players.
garbage.
Here, at least.
Yeah, here, yeah. Over there, just absolute trash. By the way, Norwich are relegated, and Everton, bro, have a legit. Burnley won again, so
Great.
Everton have a legit chance to get relegated. How insane is that?
It is pretty wild.
Oh, it's so cool.
I still find it very hard to believe that they're going to go down. I want them to go down.
I'm on the same page as you.
I want them to go down and then fire Lampard.
God, that would make me so happy.
Because then that should just be the end of him. At that point.
I think dude, if he okay, if Everton get relegated, I'm not going to say they'll fire him. They might. But it's his tenure as a manager's got to be over after Everton. Like, he hasn't done anything, guys.
He won't stop.
What are you going to coach next? Luton Town?
He's just going to go down. Yeah, he's going to go down somewhere else or stay with Everton and bring him back up.
Oh, but then people are going to say, oh, he got promotion, this and that. I don't know. We're bouncing around, but either way, Klopp's contract extension, it's just huge for the club. It really is, guys. He's going to see out so many contracts. He's going to be here for another 4 years. And additionally, he didn't take a pay raise. And his entire coaching staff is staying on too, which is huge. Absolutely huge.
I love that he does that.
Yeah, I know. And he made it a big deal. Excuse me. He made it a big deal about his wife wanting to stay and that the best part of the extension is his coaching staff is staying. And the best part about this guy is he knows everyone loves him. He knows that he's one of the best managers in the world. But he's the most humble guy. He is, God, dude, you can't, it doesn't get better than Klopp. It really doesn't. I'm sorry. Jurgen Klopp is the best all-around manager in the world. I'm sorry. He is.
There's no doubt about it. I've said this before. He's gifted. He's gifted.
Yeah. You were talking about this.
You don't train to become this type of
like his
person.
interpersonal skills are next level. Yeah.
It's like professional managers and coaches, like that is a very, very hard job.
Yes.
It's so mentally draining. You have to be an expert at so many things. That's why so many fail.
Mm-hmm.
But to get someone that is good with the media, is great with the players, understands how good he's got it, gives credit where credit is due and isn't selfish, and really can win while developing. Like Liverpool never would have to go through a rebuild like Everton. Because even if we finish 6th next year, God forbid, the players we get are still developing. Nobody's getting worse. Nobody's falling out of form. Everybody's constantly getting better. You think about, I don't know, you think about like Wolves, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Wolves were in a pretty good, I don't know if that's like United, right? Like United doesn't have the right man for the job, so it's constantly going to be a battle. It's constantly going to be, hey, when are we going to find our form? When are we going to buy the right players? We don't think about that with Klopp. We're not worried about that.
We haven't
because he's developing everyone constantly. Yeah. So he's creating footballers at the same time he's winning matches without getting the biggest budget in the world, and he's staying humble. Like we're just lucky. We just gotta ride this out.
I couldn't have said it better. We're so lucky because you got a great example there. Being able to find the right manager for the job is such a difficult thing. It's very rare. That's why turnovers with managers is huge. So you know what I mean? Like it's massive. Like for example, Mikel Arteta at Arsenal is now starting to figure it out. His first 2 years or year, however long, I think he's been there. This is his 3rd season, I think, 3rd or 4th. Either way, the man was trying to figure it out. He's trying to get the right personnel, but that is a full rebuild. New manager and all the youth. Man United, hopefully, I mean, actually, I hope that they're bad forever. But say Ten Hag comes in, I think he's a solid manager. They don't have anywhere near the right personnel at the moment. That's definitely a full rebuild project. Liverpool wasn't necessarily a rebuild because as soon as Klopp came in, like you were saying, his presence immediately improved the form of the club. It didn't matter the personnel. Like you look at who we had on the field. We're playing Lucas Leiva, James Milner, Alberto Moreno. Like, at the time he first came in, that first season, we go to a Europa League final. He didn't do any rebuilding. He brought in Marco Grujic. That's the difference that a good manager can make. And that's why we're so lucky to have this guy. But let's get into Alexi here. Would we be disappointed if we did not win the league, but win champions in the FA Cup? 3 out of 4 is not bad at all, but personally, I'd be disappointed. I think this is an excellent question, and it kind of transitions into what I want to talk about with the Newcastle match and the rotation that we saw. But Steve, I want to get your opinion on Alexi's comment here. And guys, let us know in the chat as well. What do you think?
Yeah, so here's where I stand.
It's back. Damn.
It is?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's okay. As long as everyone's able to deal with it, I can deal with it. So while you're fixing,
It's 2022.
What is?
The year. This should not be happening. I apologize. This is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Am I better now?
Yeah, it's just static, dude. Like it's not the sound. The sound's fine. It's just every time you speak, there's a little static. It's okay.
What's going on?
It's fine. This is the 180th Sunday summary or whatever. And this is like the second time we've had these issues. It's okay.
Well, it's going to have to be.
Yeah.
All right, we back now?
We're all right. Let's roll. Let's just do it.
Okay. Here's where
First and foremost, I want the Premier League more than anything.
Really? That's
Because
unlike you.
it's the hardest one to win. I don't want to see what would this be for City? 4 out of 5?
It's something disgusting.
Doesn't it look much better if we have, 2 out of the last 4 and they have 3 out of the last 6 or something? Or 4 out of the last 6? I don't know
Math
what it
is
is.
hard. I get it. Yeah.
I can't do it, but that's what I want. Will it be disappointing? It'd be disappointing in the sense that we had the opportunity to do something no one else has ever done. But if we're disappointed over that or over dropping 1 out of the next 3, that just shows how lucky we are. So yes, disappointing, yes, but rightfully disappointing.
I wouldn't say so.
I want the Premier League most.
It'd almost be like we're looking for a reason to be upset. You know what I mean?
Yeah, then that's a good
Yeah.
spot to be in. But
And to answer Alexi's question, yes, I want 4 out of 4, bro. Yes. Who doesn't want the quad? Everyone wants the quadruple, dude. But think about winning FA Cup, League Cup, Champions League. Okay. Yes, it's honestly better if we do that because one, as opposed to winning the league and the FA Cup, I think, because let me put it this way. It's a win-win situation. There's 3 outcomes. Either we win the Premier League and the rest, Champions League and the rest, or we win all 4. Okay. If we win the Champions League, that means Man City still haven't won the Champions League. They're still trash in Europe. They haven't won anything. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2, we win the Premier League. Okay. The downside of that is, Man City win, whatever, but we win the domestic treble, which is huge. Okay. I think Man City did that recently. So that makes us on par with City. And we come back from 14 down. Okay. Or we win all 4, and then it's just amazing. But look, I'm not going to be upset. I would rather still win the Champions League, though, dude. The Champions League to me is still bigger. It's still bigger to me. And I don't want Man City to win a European trophy. I really don't, dude. That is such a big accomplishment. I don't want them to win it. I'm if they win it, then I think you could argue Man City have become legitimate. Right now, they're still an oil club that is just buying domestic trophies in the league and all this stuff. Once they win the Champions League, they will have figured it out. They will have become legitimate. And I don't want that to happen.
But what makes them legitimate if they win 2 more matches?
This is in my mind. This is in my mind right here. Okay. This is what I lay in bed at night thinking about. Okay. If Man City win the Premier League, they just won the Premier League again. Oh, big deal. This is the 5th out of the last 6 years or whatever it is. Okay. But the Champions League is different too.
Yeah, but they just have 1. At that point, they just have 1. It's easier to win than the league. They dominate English football right now because they have the trophies.
Yep.
I would rather throw a wrench in that and lose one of the other 2. Obviously, the one we care least about is the FA.
Right.
I haven't been one of those people that's hyper focused on the quadruple because I just think there's so many variables, so many things that can go wrong, and really it's got to be 1 match at a time. It has to be.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even put myself through thinking about all that, let alone being a player or a manager and all that. But it's crazy to me. We're in this spot. I think we got to win at least 1, and I think that's got to be the FA.
Sure. And
1 is out of our hands.
Yeah.
And the Champions League, I'd say we have a good chance.
I think we have a great chance of winning the Champions League. What I want people to realize as well is that say Man City and ourselves advance to the final, this entire season would have just been us and Man City going head to head in almost every competition, which is remarkable. So then if we split it, we get 2 trophies, they get 2. That would suck because they would get the league and Champions League, right? I'd rather win the Champions League, though, is what I'm saying, than the Premier League.
Yeah.
Anyways, let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, Liz saying here, how good was James Milner yesterday? And I think we got a super chat. First
Thank
of
you.
all, you're the first person I thought of yesterday.
Me too. I was like, dude, Liz must be.
We share this passion for James Milner, and I think he shed some tears on the bench after he came off. I don't know if anyone else was seeing that.
No, I saw that. His head was down. Yeah.
Don't know if it was something Klopp said. Maybe he was in pain. Maybe he was just emotional because maybe that could be like his last appearance. Like, I don't know what it was about, but just like the shift he put in yesterday is incredible. I hope he signs for another year. I'd like to see Harvey and Curtis get another year to learn under him how to be a professional. He was just amazing yesterday. When they put that lineup out, though, and I think that's something we're going to speak about here soon, is the Newcastle match. I was a little surprised. Not with like Milner, but with Milner being in there, but without Fabinho and Thiago and Salah and Trent. You could argue those are the most four important players we have. Fabinho, Trent, Salah, Thiago. Right now, you could argue. Of course, we can talk about Virgil all day.
Oh, you got to talk about Virgil.
We can talk about Alisson all day, but they're so consistent that they don't enter these conversations.
Mm-hmm.
But when you take Trent out of a lineup, we are a different team. We play differently.
I would like to say on that point, first off, thanks to Liz for the super chat. Always appreciated when you guys show support for the channel. Best way to show support is interaction, liking videos, commenting, all that stuff. But when you go the extra mile, we appreciate it. So thank you guys. Joe Gomez at right back was phenomenal yesterday. He really was. I think Joe Gomez had an amazing game yesterday. And Oyvind said it here. Additionally, James Milner coming on, the physicality that he brings now is remarkable. I love that tackle on Fabian Schär, and I love that it led to the goal. It was a clean tackle. There was nothing wrong with that tackle. All right, Newcastle's just soft. That's what it comes down to. Just like every other team we play. Everyone is so freaking soft, dude. All right? Joe Gomez was phenomenal. Yes, we do look different without Trent at right back. Salah not playing and Thiago not playing, and us still playing very well. Does that show that Klopp is now prioritizing the Champions League? Or does it just simply say that Klopp's rotating to keep players fresh?
I don't think he's nervous that Newcastle could score. I don't think he was worried about that.
That's a good point.
So I think he was thinking, like, at worst, we'll let in one. But, like, even with this lineup, we can still score two. And I think we could have. We should have.
We had over 25 shots, dude.
Right, but here's the problem. Like, now, and this is something that we spoke about yesterday in the group chat, the goal differential is a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that 1-0 win, that's not good enough yesterday. I'm sorry. It's not. When you have Trent in the match, when you have Salah on the pitch, that's danger, constant danger. You can play like crap and still score 3 goals because Trent's going to be whipping in pinpoint crosses and Mo Salah can make magic happen at any time. Instead, we're sitting on the edge of our seats. We get a 1-0 win, and now the goal differential gap's gone.
It's a good point. It's a good point. Goal difference only matters if we're even on points, though. And right now, unless City drop points, we're always going to be a point behind. So,
regardless, though, that's not how you're supposed to think about it.
Well, no, of course not. But I'm just saying.
I was disappointed with the lineup. We dominated the match. Like, there's no doubt about it. I just think we deserved more differential there. But Milner was magical. Gomez was great, but it's a different team. We just played different. Proud of Gomez for sure, though.
Definitely proud of Gomez. And there was a stat going around social media yesterday. Some of you guys may have saw it, but we've conceded more offside goals than onside goals, which is kind of interesting just to think about the high line, the effectiveness of it. You know, I mean, we're not the only team that plays a high line, guys. Just so everyone, realizes that. But to be that good at it, you have to be so in tune with what your other teammates are doing, and you got to be so disciplined and aware. think it comes down to Van Dijk. Van Dijk, Matip, because most of the time our fullbacks are forward. Our center back play is just, it's next to none. Or second to none. It's so good. So good. So 1-0 win at Newcastle. Of course, City down Leeds. There's nothing we could do, dude. City are just so freaking good, unfortunately. And we got to deal with that. All we can focus on is what we're doing.
What's up? What's next? Champions League.
We got Champions League, right? Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yeah. And that's away.
Yeah. Let's go over to the chat. I want to see what people are saying. Can Kiwi was saying we should have been 4 or 5 yesterday. Absolutely. We had a very good match, honestly. It was an entertaining match to watch. Tony, we said we do need to be more clinical in front of goal. There have been quite a few games lately that we could have scored more but squandered the chances. This reminds me of Mane's chances yesterday. Look, Mane's been great recently, but yesterday he had 2 chances, one in the first half, one in the second half, where he had all the time in the world open, no one marking him. And one he missed, and the other one he didn't get enough power behind it, and it was saved. And then you think about the other chances. Jota had that header on target, right? You had Naby Keita had that shot in the first half. Naby Keita, great finish, by the way. I went back and watched the highlights. I mean, the composure for that finish was just awesome. So shout out to him. That was probably our hardest match that we had remaining, would you say?
Tottenham.
Oh, yeah, Tottenham. True.
Tottenham away.
It's tough. And Man City, what do they got? Aston Villa and Wolves. I think those are their hardest matches coming up. Maybe Everton.
I mean, I think it's relatively even at this point.
I think they
like
got
the Tottenham away match was the hardest that either team had left, but they have West Ham. So, look, I don't think we're going to lose or draw. I mean, yesterday was a prime example that we can win even with a weaker lineup. Like, we had chances. Like, we had 1,000 chances. I don't think we're going to lose. Unfortunately, I think we're just waiting for them to slip up.
I think that's the mindset that Klopp is trying to preach to the boys. Like, basically, we can only focus on what we're doing. So let's go out and win every game. And then if they drop points, they drop points. If they don't, we'll have another season where it's like we just lose. We'll lose out on the league by 1 point, dude.
Right, and I don't feel bad.
No.
This is what we get.
I wouldn't be upset.
draws, 8 draws.
Yeah.
This is what you get for drawing to Brentford.
Oh, don't remind me.
These are the types of things. This is what you get for losing to West Ham. Letting Antonio beat you on the counterattack.
That was the West Ham. That's our worst loss, by the way. I think we only have two or three.
We only have
losses. 2 losses. Dude, that game, though, that's a standout game from West Ham. They played phenomenally that game. The Brentford match is different. That's no excuse. We let in 3 to Brentford.
I know.
It's an absolute joke.
This isn't me like bashing the team, but like we can't feel bad if we like lose by 1 point because win more games, draw less games. Like the most impressive thing is we are harder to beat than Manchester City. That's a fact. It's been a fact for years. So unfortunately, the way it works is you get 3 points for a victory, 1 for a draw, 0 for a loss. I go back and forth with this thought in my head every day. What makes you a better team? Being harder to beat or getting more points? Like, I think we're better than Man City, personally. That'll win you the Champions League. But it won't win you the Premier League.
Wow,
that's why we don't win the Premier League.
Steve bringing up the philosophical questions.
We're harder to beat. I think we're better, but they win more games. They're more ruthless. Or no, they don't win more games either. I don't even think they win more games. They draw less. So it could be a couple wins, couple losses, but either way, like being harder to beat isn't going to get you the Premier League trophy. It'll get you the Champions League.
Well, yeah, sure. Because look at what we were talking about. We were literally talking about this last week. Teams that are hard to beat. Burnley, team that's hard to beat, but look where they're at in the table. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy to beat Burnley. They play physical, but
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
for sure.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Now, look, all that matters is that we continue to do what we've been doing, and that's win matches. Okay? Everything's going right for us at the moment. Everyone's in good form. And everyone's staying healthy, luckily. All right? So I'm just excited that it's May, Steve, and we have all this to look forward to. It's not like last season where we're like, are we going to finish top 4? You know what I mean? I'm not stressing every week.
I'm stressed
You're stressed?
every week.
I'm not stressed.
I've been stressed for a while now.
Is that the right word, though?
Yeah, I'm under stress with this. I feel stressed. What else is there?
There's anxiety. There's nervous. It's stress?
I mean, no, I think stress can be negative, right?
It could be negative or positive.
I mean, similar to what I just said, I'm looking back on all the missed opportunities we had earlier this season. Because if I'm City, if I'm Pep, I'm like, we're not going to blow this. We're not going to hand this to them. We led the league for the last 4 months.
Yeah.
We're not going to blow that. I'm not surprised we're back in the race. We had like 2 or 3 games in hand at one point. People are freaking out. We're down 11 points. Like, they're not going to win 20 straight matches. So eventually, if we just did our job, we were going to catch up. And like, if you look at the seasons, we're both up at the top now, but they had a dip in the beginning and then they came back up and they were more consistent. We started on the up and then we dipped and then we came back up. All that matters is we're both here, but it's out of our hands. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm anxious for every match. I'm stressed for every match. I'm going crazy. Clearly. My computer doesn't work. StreamYard doesn't work. I'm so happy everyone's here with us in the chat. I'm all over the place. I'm losing my mind.
Hey, that's all right.
James Milner, man of the match, 36 years old.
It's
Best player on
unreal.
the pitch.
Dude, it's unreal. The world is like flipping upside down right now. Like, what's going on? StreamYard's not working. James Milner starting matches. It's unreal. It's unreal.
I'm okay with James Milner starting. I was surprised there was no Trent, Thiago, Fabinho, or Salah. Like, our most important players.
Yeah. I agree.
The heart of the team. Like, those 4 players.
And we still managed.
Everything in front of Van Dijk is like them.
God, Van Dijk, man. Van Dijk is just... I can't get over how good this team has become. Every player, and the fact that we have the depth to rotate and still get results. Every player, dude, is so important. I mean, oh, God, just phenomenal. I mean, Allison didn't even have to do much work yesterday, but still in that 1v1 situation. Man is exceptional in 1v1s. Doesn't even matter, dude.
It is crazy.
I'm excited for the rest of the season. And look, we'll be here every Sunday, every step of the way, updating you guys. I appreciate everyone being here. Steve, you got any closing thoughts, my man?
Apologies for the technical difficulties. Am I still staticky?
No, I mean, it's gotten better throughout, actually.
This is unacceptable, to say the least. I have some work to do with these folks.
Hey, we got to call them up. Guys, if maybe we can just troll StreamYard on Twitter or something, like everyone at StreamYard, and just be like, why is the Steven's mic not working? They're going to be like, who?
Look, I can't even get in there. And as soon as I open StreamYard, my whole computer just crashes. So something's wrong. And it's probably not with them, because it's probably working for everybody else just fine. But why is everything in my computer working except StreamYard? The website. It's not even an app, dude. It's a website.
I know. But it's only you, dude. It's only you.
This is them, Kyle. These are the naysayers.
It's them. They're trying to silence the quadruple talk.
They don't want to see this at all. They can't handle it.
They're haters.
Unreal.
It's got to be a miserable life being a hater. You know what I mean?
Ask Pickford.
Ask the entire team of Everton. Good God. Absolute shambles, that club.
Ask Allen, who had a hell of a match last week. All right. We'll end on that note.
Solid, yeah. Two completed passes. What a legend. Unreal. From kickoff. You got to be some sort of trash for that.
I'm just so surprised. Like, how did they not see that? Like, who on their staff didn't say, Allen got no touches in the first half or one touch? Like, maybe we should take him out for someone that will want the ball.
How about you look at the fact that Allen was running around the pitch for an hour and a half? The dude was just running. He didn't do anything.
Guys.
How insane. He had no involvement.
Like, he was a track star.
Yes.
He ran cross country that day.
He's playing the wrong sport. He's playing the wrong sport.
Unbelievable.
Get out of here, dude.
If I'm the coach, I'm going to have one guy on my staff that just says, I want you to look at the numbers. Who's involved? Who's running? Who could be tired? Who could be junk? Because when you're a manager, you can't analyze 11 performances in a half.
No.
Somebody has to come to him and say, hey, we're not in Italy anymore, pal. You got to touch the ball. You got to play the sport.
2 touches, bro.
See you later.
2 touches from kickoff.
Unbelievable.
On that note, let's wrap this up. Thanks to everyone, especially Liz, for the super chat. Everyone who comes in, likes the stream, comments. We appreciate you guys. We love coming here on Sundays and chatting it up with you guys. Steve, any closing thoughts?
No, I'm ready to go.
All right.
Hopefully StreamYard will be situated next week. Thanks for everybody for joining. Liz, super chat, James freaking Milner. I'm fired up. Let's go.
Let's go. Until next time.